Neymar is one of the most famous players in the world right now, and he has been for a while. And like all athletes who have been around for a while, there are so many moments that fans look back on when remembering their careers. Neymar's had his fair share of incredible moments, but which ones were the funniest? Well, here are 8 of Neymar's funniest moments on the field. Starting off this list at number 8, we have diving memes and reactions. Now, if you've watched any football or soccer, depending on where you live, you will know that Neymar isn't exactly known for not diving. In fact, he seems to dive pretty often, but we can't blame him for being a good actor when it comes to selling those dives. The funny part about it all is how over the top some of his reactions can be. We've even seen him roll around clutching his face after a light touch, and he does this massive flop on the ground. There was even an instance where he was taking a corner and was hit by a ball that did uneven come close to touching him. He still decided to sell it, though, and pretended to be in massive pain. To be honest, these types of moments just make him look kind of silly, especially when the ref sees through it all. Number 7, tricks and taunts gone wrong. As much as Neymar is loved by his fans, other teams don't really like him too much. It doesn't help that he likes to get in the heads of opposing players, which sometimes leads to things going wrong for him. One moment that fans remember is when Neymar was trying to beat an opponent and decided to do a little trick. Unfortunately, it went very wrong, and he ended up getting injured because of it. When something like that happens, it's easy for anyone watching to laugh at the situation. It wasn't only that trick that backfired on him either. In another match, he tried to chip the ball over the goalkeeper, but completely missed, and the keeper had to make an easy catch. It wasn't the best move in the world, and it definitely made him look silly in front of his teammates. These sorts of things happen to all players, but they are always fun to watch and laugh at when it happens to someone as great as Neymar. No. 6, funny celebrations. There's nothing quite like a good goal celebration. If done right, it can really get under the skin of opposing fans, which is exactly what Neymar did in 2017. During a match against Manchester United, he scored a goal and decided to rub it in their faces by doing the "I don't really care" celebration. To say that this celebration frustrated Jose Mourinho would be an understatement. Not only was Neymar having the last laugh in that match, but he also had the last laugh in the tie as his team won 2-1. It just goes to show that Neymar doesn't need to score amazing goals to have the last laugh. Sometimes a simple tap-in will do. No! 5, lip reading on mixed moments. Back in 2015, Neymar was playing in a Champions League match against Barcelona and was unfortunately caught on the wrong side of a high book. As the clip shows, he was clearly in pain after the kick, but he let everyone know exactly how he felt. Thanks to the fact that he was wearing a microphone during the match, fans could hear everything he was saying, and it was hilarious. Instead of swearing or saying something nice, he said, "Oh, Cara," or "don't," which roughly translates to "the guy is sick." For a player who's known for his amazing skills, he sure has a potty mouth. This wasn't the only time he was caught on mic either. In another match, he was complaining about his teammates and even told them to stop passing the ball. Maybe he should watch his language a bit more in the future, because these clips are just embarrassing for him and his teammates. Number 4, joking with the referee. As we mentioned before, Neymar loves to get in the heads of his opponent, and it looks like he likes to do the same thing to refs. You might not have noticed this during the match, but after he scores a goal, he tends to jog over to the ref and have a little joke. If the ref plays along, then it's all fun and games. But if they don't, then Neymar's jokes get pretty stale. There was one instance where he tried to congratulate the ref after scoring a goal, but the ref wasn't having any of it and just pushed him away. Neymar looked embarrassed after seeing that the ref didn't appreciate his sense of humor. Of course, they could just be having a private joke between them that we're not aware of. But judging from the way the ref reacts, we're guessing that's not the case. No. 3, dance moves during a match. Neymar is one of the best players in the world, and that means he gets to take some pretty amazing free kicks. Everyone knows that he has great technique when it comes to free kicks, but he seems to have some pretty interesting rituals before taking them. Before kicking a free kick, he likes to do a little dance that somehow makes the kick better. Yeah, it sounds silly, but it actually works for him. While it may make other players nervous, it's just another thing that makes Neymar unique and special when it comes to taking free kicks. And it's not the only time he's danced during a match either. In another instance, he was celebrating a goal with his team and broke into an epic dance move that would put John Travolta to shame. Seriously, this guy has some incredible dance moves, but maybe he should save them for after the game instead of during it. No. 2. Teammates laugh in mid-game. There's nothing worse than losing a match. No matter how hard you try, sometimes the ball just won't go in the net and the other team wins. But one team that knows the feeling all too well is FC Barcelona. They lost the match to Real Madrid in 2017 and they lost badly. Not only did they lose, but they lost at home. To make matters worse, Neymar was out with an injury, which meant he couldn't play with his team and cheer them on. So what did he do instead? He sat back and watched them lose horribly and laughed. Okay, maybe it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough for Sergio Busquets to tell him to even though it was just a friendly match, no one wants to be laughed at by their teammate after they lose. And finally, at No 1, we have fans recreating Neymar moment. Neymar has been called the new many times throughout his career. Some people even call him the Brazilian, and we can see why. He plays for Brazil and has similar skills to the legendary Peel. That means fans expect him to do amazing things every time he steps onto the field. And when he doesn't, they laugh. One fan decided to recreate one of Neymar's craziest moments, and it was hilarious. The fan dressed up as Neymar and recreated his iconic Rabana goal celebration. If you didn't know, a Rabana is when a player kicks the ball over his or her own head. It's pretty rare to see, but when it's done right, it looks amazing. Neymar managed to pull off the move during a match against Spain and celebrated with a dab. The fan who recreated the moment even did the dab, although they probably shouldn't have considering how uncoordinated they were. At least they were having fun, which is all that matters. Well, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.